Links are getting into it.
I
Funnily
like
enough, Young Link's on the red player spot with blue, and Toon Link is in the blue 2-player slot and is wearing red. So a lot of fun little visual dynamic here going between the two.
I was about to mention that as well. It's kind of funny.
And on the shield and the sword, as they face off, there's red on the Deku sword, or Deku shield, and then blue of the Master Sword. There's a lot of stuff going on here. This is jam-packed with a lot of beautiful symmetry for a beautiful battle between these two on PS2 as we start in.
Oh yeah, and already Cantolope off to a decent lead, but Colonies answers right back and now is in the lead for themselves.
Yeah, and again, just the trading percentage means these two are going back and forth very quickly. A beautiful combo, actually, going high there, but gets
that was so
out.
good.
Yeah, I'm loving the kind of the back and forth between these two players right now because their characters are similar yet different, you know? So it's just seeing them bounce off one another is just fantastic to see.
Cantolope just was covering Colonies so well off stage, and both these players are just throwing out all these moves and catching each other.
Yeah, pretty amazing stuff so far. I'm a big fan of it, but Cantolope's the one that's kind of coming out on top.
Cantolope actually almost got the kill with the up if they turned it around the other way.
That's not finding it though. And a lot of stuff, barely living off that up air. I did like the attempts there, and that was very good, but the bomb is going to blow them up. Not finding it, actually. Colonies is stuck there, and gets the ledge snap into reverse uppy. Amazing work by Cantolope. That is one stylish way to finish off the stock there.
I wonder if Young Link can do that too, because that's kind of flashy.
It was incredibly flashy. I'm a fan.
Yep, but here we go. Stock 2 for both players. Pretty even game.
Yeah, so far so good. So many bombs, so many arrows, so many boomerangs. But I do like seeing that they get up close and personal and are scrapping. You know, it's fun to see that because it's not just a projectile war. It's about getting each other's faces, putting some real damage on there.
Yeah, it's also kind of funny because they can mash on each other's shield, since they don't have good grabs out of shield, but they do have the upbeats out of shield, so they just have to look out for that.
So it's fun to see how that kind of is incorporated in their playstyles here. And nice extension on the combo from Colonies. Overall, a lot of good percentage on board. And pretty good stock.
Oh, that's a punish.
Yeah, that's the uppy we were talking about, but not quite the one that Colonies was looking for.
Yeah, that's why the upbeats are a lot more risky than grabs out of shield, because if you miss, you're going to get punished.
I love when they both pull out arrows, and fire arrows are faster, so even though they trade, Colonies is the one with a little bit of an advantage here. 102% across the board here. Colonies is the one that's taking the stock there. Beautiful, no tech into a quick downer kill. Immaculate.
Yep, and now it's Cantolope's turn to try and find a way to close out the stock first before the deficit becomes too strong.
Nice get of attack, snuff that out.
That was the only option Colonies could do on ledge, or else everything else would have gone beam.
And the patience there to really just kind of wait on that shield is immaculate. Colonies just knows what's up right now, and it's so important to see that because in this kind of not quite a ditto, but in the power of the two links, you want to be dominant.
Yeah, I imagine there's a little bit of pride going on between these two players too, because they both play Link.
Of course. And very close stuff. Colonies is on the verge of losing a stock whenever Cantolope can find it, but the name of the game is just finding it in the first place, and Colonies isn't giving Cantolope a second to think about it.
Not at all.
Yeah, no opportunities are presenting themselves, so much free damage coming in for Colonies. The advantage is never leaving.
Yeah, it looked like Cantolope had the neutral on lock, but Colony's just so good in advantage state right now.
Yeah, just endless amounts of recovery, and even like lapping in percentage. It's nuts.
Is that it? No.
There it is. The power of Link Nair. Colonies holding onto that second stock beautifully and just forcing Cantolope into unfavorable position after unfavorable position, and comes out on top in that game one.
Yeah, I assume Colonies has, because the links are similar. He sort of knows how to play against links, so knows how to keep Link and possibly Toon Link in disadvantage. As what we saw right there. But all right, do you think we're gonna see another game 3?
Honestly, Colonies was looking pretty solid there, but you can never quite know. Colonies took a 2-0 over Apollo Kage's Snake. So this young Link we know is formidable. We just saw it in action. So if Colonies wants to go against the flow of the river here and just make it a solid 2-0 for them, be a nice W and a good change of pace here for the stream.
Mm-hmm. But on the other hand, Cantolope did start off the match this way against Kirby and Melgines, where they sort of got bopped game 1, and then made the comeback game 2 and 3. So we'll see.
That of course is true. Gonna keep that in mind as well.
And either way, the winner of this match is going to have to fight Panda Bear, the villager, in winner semis.
And that's no easy task.
So we've got one of the links in winner semis. We've got a villager, we've got a Kirby, and we've got a Joker.
Yes, a whole smorgasbord for sure. So I'm excited to see how it's going to turn out for us.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, once these fellas get their stages situated for game 2. And you'd be surprised at how interesting a not quite Link Ditto, but you know, a Link adjacent Ditto was.
Mm-hmm. I think it's amusing how arrows clank and cancel each other out. Do you know how hard it is to hit another arrow in real life?
It's incredibly difficult.
Mm-hmm. But these two players do it all the time, so they must be incredibly skilled.
There is a lack of a third dimension here, but I see what you're saying for sure. But Smashville is very interesting, because normally, you know, these characters like those bigger stages. They like stuff like Town and City. They like stuff like, you know, PS2 or Battlefield. Those stages where you can kind of set up and camp. But Smashville is actually what we're going here for, and it's, you know, it's smaller stage, but that center platform can be a great way to control stage. So I want to see how these two try to utilize that going in, or if they're just gonna cascade projectiles upon one another for hours.
Mm-hmm. I mean, seeing how these two play, I feel like we're gonna see a lot of buttons being pressed.
Oh yeah. And who doesn't love a good button pressing contest? Honestly.
True.
Ooh. Bomb throwing up mid combo is pretty sweet looking.
Yeah, and this is not looking good for Cantolope right now. Gets a jab block though.
Yeah, and actually extends it with the up tilt back air. That was actually just really, really nice.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, down smash.
Not quite kind of covering the recovery there, but still excellent percentage on board. Still at a deficit, but hey, if it's percentage to percentage, you got to take those.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Boomerang coming. Yeah, Boomerang coming back there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no punish.
Oh, no! Yeah, Colony thought they'd have to tech there if that kept going up, but no, just dropped out of it. The buffer air dodge coming out, sealing the deal, and only so much you can do about that, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and now Cantolope is in the lead this game too, or has a stock lead. We'll see how long they can hold on to this stock, because can lead to a lot of damage.
Yeah, you want to ride it for as much as you can. Colony's certainly suffering here. Not finding the reverse up B at the end. I like that drop from ledge to get the pressure on there and get the stock as well. Very excellent decision by Colonies to kind of get themselves back in the game here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, punish.
I love that movement, but the spot dodge come out at a perfect time.
Mm-hmm.
The wind box from Toon Link down there separated Colonies.
Yeah, the wind box is actually pretty strong, and so is that forward air.
Yes, my goodness. Cantolope looking pretty well, you know, well versed here in this game too.
Yep, for sure. Oh, is that a stock?
Beautiful conversion. A double fire to forward air does the trick. Excellent work. A little bit of percentage lead for Cantolope right now, but on last like situations, anything can happen.
That is very true.
Oh my goodness, the dash back to avoid the tether grab. Amazing stuff by Cantolope.
Mm-hmm.
Just going out
Yeah.
all the way there, looking for it, not finding it. Caught up.
Toon Link's dash speed is actually pretty good, or like pretty decent compared to what most people think.
All right, so many projectiles coming out here. Colonies has effectively evened it up, so to speak, but it's whoever can get kind of the advantage here and then convert to a kill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Colony's trying to throw out these arrows to start a combo, but Cantolope not getting hit by them. Ooh.
Ooh. A little bit of boomerang on the way back, not much, but Cantolope, just if they can hold on to this percentage lead by just a bit and just get a good hit in, it'll be the trick. But the reverse up B off stage could be very dangerous here.
Ooh, is that it? No, it doesn't get the combo.
Yeah, just barely. Cantolope slips out to fight another few scraps, but the clock is ticking for sure on both of these players' lives.
I mean, that could be.
Oh, that was a
for-
read, but it actually was mistimed.
Oh
Colony
no!
had the read there, but Cantolope delayed the roll by just long enough that it missed, and just the instant quick conversion payback from Cantolope sends this to another Game 3 scenario. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, tonight is just the night of Game 3s.
It was what was decreed in the Holy Book.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, if that's what is asked of us, we're going to make it look nice.
But that was so unfortunate for Colonies. Not only did they drop not only did they mistime the downer because Cantolope delayed the roll, but they also dropped the combo with the the fire arrows into forward air, because that would have taken the stock as well.
True.
Yep, and that was all Cantolope needed to be able to take game 2. And if it continues like the way we saw how Cantolope set versus Kirby MLGness goes, Cantolope might take it over Colonies.
It's entirely possible. The late game adaptations from Cantolope coming in, of course. Figuring it out. That was a beautiful combo at the end there, just like barely surviving.
Mm-hmm. I feel like Cantolope can do a little bit better job of edge guarding Young Link because of how floaty Toon Link is.
Yeah, Toon Link's properties are so weird.
Mm-hmm, for sure. But still
it's
getting...
it's enough to throw you off for sure whenever you play Toon Link. It's happened to me more than once.
Mm-hmm.
So
like, Toon Link is fast and he's slow at the same time, and it doesn't make any sense, but he is.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, looks like we're probably going to have a stage change. I can't imagine any of these players changing characters.
Yeah, again, pride's on the line here for the best Link.
Mm-hmm. At least on Wi-Fi for tonight.
Yeah, for tonight.
Yep, and both sides on their respective colors. Here we go.
Alright, so who's going to come out on top? Okay, so the red's lined up with red and the blues lined up with blue now as they've changed positions here. A beautiful cinematic way to end tonight's, our block rather, for tonight's Smash Online. And Town and City is the stage. This is what you kind of traditionally see. Longer, wider stage, kind of traditionally more for zoners. And as these guys throw out some bombs at the very beginning and whatnot, that's what we're going to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe the projectiles favor Young Link a little bit more in this matchup because of how fast they are. So that might be why Colonies prefers a bigger stage like this compared to something like Smashville.
Yeah, and we've seen it all set, is that fire arrows get closer to Cantolope than the regular arrows do towards Colonies. So in the war of attrition with like just slinging out projectiles, Young Link is going to win there. So Cantolope has to be aware and pick their battles accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I like the thought there, but not quite finding it. A little bit of flubbed execution, but still, percentage is percentage, as these guys are miraculously keeping it close.
Mm-hmm. Still combos it into the bomb, even though it wasn't on like directly above them.
Yeah, that's how you know Cantolope knows. That's a dedicated player.
Mm-hmm.
Knows the tricks of the trades like that. Oh, Laurel platform snipe, beautiful stuff. Oh yeah, but that's a regrab. You're dying for that, 100%.
Yeah.
Down smash does the trick. That's a pretty solid start for Colonies.
Yeah, you can't play too many games like that off stage, or else that's gonna happen. Ooh, these arrows just putting in so much work.
Yeah, oh, larger off the top blast zones. The beautiful up B by Cantolope, and of course, keeping it close enough to the stage that you can recover after it. But what a stock. Beautiful awareness. And not too far down in the percentage wars.
Yeah, definitely still doable, even after the accidental re-grab on ledge. Oh, catches a jump with that lingering up air.
Beautiful extensions from Cantolope, keeping colonies in check.
Triple back air, bomb the forward air.
Oh, beautiful!
Okay. Oh no!
Pineapple!
And of course,
had it.
we bring it to last stock, as is decided since the beginning of this tournament.
Yeah, this was prophesized. The last best of 3 last stock scenario for you and me, J-Lim. Who's coming out on top in this Link battle?
Oh, I don't know. This is going to be really close, I feel like.
Oh yeah, this is already pumping up to be very close. Cantalope's been getting really good stocks so far, but at the same time, it's just kind of dropping them from silly mistakes like getting Pineapple or getting a re-grab scenario on ledge. So if Cantolope can just keep up the trickery and the tricks that Toon Link brings out to the table, then I can see Cantolope coming out on top. But Colony's good. Colony's not going down without a fight. And as we see these percentages being within 20% of each other at any given point, it's going to be a real doozy.
Yeah, you know, for Colonies is for sure going to be...
Oh! And instead of a bang, it goes out with a whimper. Colony losing the double jump somewhere along the way. Up B's far too low, and a rather anticlimactic finish for the set here tonight.
You hate to see it. Cantolope kind of throwing it for themselves, all 3 stocks.
Yeah, not what you ever really want to see.
Mm-hmm.
It's rather unfortunate there.
You hate to see it, but, you know, Colonies is going to take that all the way to, well, the next round, which is winter semis.
Indeed. So, hey, good stuff, 2 colonies. I mean, even though that last stock was kind of unfortunate, you worked your butt off to get there, so off to fight Panda Bear in winter semis, and Jeja versus Scar, Kirby versus Joker is going to be on the other side of that. But that's not for us to do, because that is the last of our block, Jalen.
Yeah, that is it for us. We're gonna swap it to a quick ad break, and then right after that, we're gonna have a new set of commentators waiting for you.
Yeah, so it's been an absolute pleasure, Jalen, commentating with you.
Yep, and likewise as well, always a pleasure.
Yeah, so until then, sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, because there are more matches headed everyone's way. So stay tuned.
Yep, see you around.
Destruction.